Hey guys, Curtis here with you today. Today I'm going over these nail clippers, and I've already actually opened these and used them. I just put them back in the package here so you can kind of see what it looks like when you get it. But I'll give you my opinions on it here in a second after I kind of show what it looks like. But on the cover, we have nail clipper, perfect gift for elders. A picture of an old guy here. Looks like he's wearing a kung fu or tai chi outfit or something here. Not really sure what that has to do with anything, but looks cool either way. And on the back, tips. Please keep out of reach of children. I got to say, I never really thought about that, but that's an awesome tip. I mean, this is a sharp, knife basically, or a pair of scissors kind of. So good tip on that one. Can't say I really thought too much about that, but it makes perfect sense. Very sharp, use with caution, and hygiene products. Do not share with others. All right, so don't let your friends and neighbors be using your hygiene products there. All right, so there's cool packaging. Now this is the little case it comes in. Kind of nice and fancy here. Has the name brand on there, so that way you can get that in there if you want to fight with that for a second, get that up in there. But there's that. It comes with this nice little, file here. This is not something I particularly use, but my wife does use these. As far as appearance, it looks cool. It looks almost like a little crystal there. And on the back side of it there, I'm not sure if the light, trying to get that light to hit it, but I don't know if he's going to pick it up. But there's the actual file part. I can't really give you my opinions on it. Again, I don't use nail files. But as far as appearance goes, it looks cool. Now, here's to the main part here, this. So, this is what it comes out at. As far as the negatives go, well, let me start that way it actually comes. Yeah, it does come that way. So as far as the negative, when I first got this, I honestly didn't think it was going to work. Because if you notice, it's already shut. So if you try to push it here, nothing really happens. It doesn't spring up. It's just kind of flopping around here. So on your normal fingernail clippers, this spring is already kind of in place. Let me show that again. I think I see if the camera pick it up. It starts off like this, and you actually have to move this little clip like that. On a normal fingernail clipper, it already kind of comes that way. I'm not really sure on the design on why they did this. I'm assuming a couple models down the road, they'll figure out a way to kind of tweak that. That way it doesn't confuse people. But I actually, when I first got it, I thought it was broke because it came like this. I touched it, nothing happened. You opened it. And so for about 10 seconds anyway, I actually thought that every time you cut a nail, you're going to have to manually come up, which would be kind of a pain in the butt. But that's how it came. That's my only complaint on it. As far as everything else I have to say about this, 100% positive. These are by far the best clippers I've ever owned. I mean, I am not exaggerating on that one. They are super impressive. This part aside being a little bit weird, everything else about this is phenomenal. The way this hinge is done, it's a little bit different than your traditional one. On the packaging, they're advertising for the elder or elderly. I don't consider myself elderly just yet, but I do have arthritis. I have arthritis in this hand. So anytime I'm cutting this hand, it hurts. I mean, so it's painful for me to cut my fingernails, and especially my toenails, because toenails are even, thicker. This hand, I don't know how much the camera's going to pick this up, but these two fingers are permanently bent, and I cannot shut them all the way. This is just done from some damage I did, 20 some odd years ago. So I definitely have some issues with my hands. So maybe that would put me under the elderly category. But for me, I love these things because when I'm using this hand that doesn't have full movement, I can get in here, and it's something to do with the way this hinge works. It just allows for a lot more power. So whenever you clip these, I'm using a lot less physical strength or physical force than I would with normal fingernail clippers. And I don't know if these things are just extra sharp, but they sure seem like it. I mean, these things are super impressive. I honestly can't say enough about how effective these things are. So if you're looking to get fingernail or toenail clippers, I guess they're just called nail clippers here. I always kind of think of the big ones as toenail clippers and the smaller one as fingernail clippers, but it just says nail clippers. But if you are looking to get some nail clippers for your elderly parents, or maybe you are the elderly parent looking to get some, or if you just got bad hands or you just want an awesome pair of clippers here, I highly, highly recommend this. I cannot recommend these any more than I do. I mean, these are, again, by far the best I've ever had. All this stuff here, just kind of extra little bonuses or perks, what you want to call it. Again, pretty little case, comes with a cool little file again. But again, I can't say enough about this stuff. This has been a phenomenal purchase, and I don't remember exactly how much I paid for these. Now that really matters, I would definitely purchase them again, but highly, highly recommend it.